What's up, gamers? We're back with another Multiverses patch notes video, and this is the mid-season patch for Multiverse. It's kind of like the patch we've all been waiting for. It's a very big one. This patch has a lot of changes. It's also come with a bunch of quality of life changes, a lot of nerfs, a lot of buffs. As you'll see, like, these lists get super long. These are some pretty long lists. It's also coming with some new game modes, spectator mode and stuff like that. They're even doing changes to stages, which I didn't think would happen, but the fact that they're willing to like change the blast zone stages and stuff like that, they are really paying attention to like early kills and the way like people are winning matches. So the patch notes haven't been released on the website yet, but they are available in the Multiverses WB Games Discord. They were all posted thanks to Thalion. So hey, we're just gonna go over them. Smith will be coming soon too, July 23rd. So if you haven't done those rifts, you should probably start working on them because our man will be here July 23rd. So let's just hop straight into the patch notes. General. New fighter Agent Smith joins the multiverse. If players complete enough tiers and beat rifts, get Agent Smith free in the Agent Smith free event, they can begin playing him as early as July 8th. Now that's really good, meaning if you've done your rifts, you can play Agent Smith July 8th because he isn't officially released until July 23rd. And as you can see, Agent Smith will then be available for purchase on July 23rd. I think I have a few more rifts to grind out, so I'm definitely going to be putting in work on those for like technically the next week. Gotta play Agent Smith day one, right? New mode, free for all. Free for all is coming back. A lot of people really wanted that. It's going to have its own queue in its own stages. Spectator mode is coming back. That's really good for the people who run tournaments, so they can spectate those matches, see those matches. You and your friends can now set up a room, kind of like spectate your friends' matches in a room. The post-game stats are coming back. A lot of people really wanted the post-game stats. You know, how many knockouts you got, how much damage you did. Another good quality of life change is Battle Pass tiers can now be purchased with Gleamium for those people who don't think they're going to make it before the end of the Battle Pass. I think we still have maybe about 16-17 more days to go. Fighter select, added a daily free item available to be collected in the store. That's really good. One free item a day. Kind of give players a reason to like log on daily. Fighter select portraits have been changed from 3D to 2D art renders for fighters only. Variants will retain the 3D renders. Okay. Added an option to edit perks in the custom game mode. That's really good. We've added the option to turn on/off outline colors. Okay, I have seen that. A lot of people didn't like the outline colors. Rifts. The Megalodog PvE rift is now available. So that'll be when this patch comes out. When this patch comes out, the Megalodog PvP rift will be available. Future rifts have been added and will unlock later in the season. And that's the Agent Smith rift and the Triple Threat rift. And you gotta assume both of these rifts will probably be coming out around July 8th. Rifts update, some quality of life updates for rifts. Rift cauldrons are now called rift star meters. Star meters can now be completed by collecting 72% of available stars in rift. I think that's really good. For a lot of them to get 80% or to like even like 100% of them, you need very specific characters. Like some of them have like you have to play Joker. Some of them have you have to play Banana Man, which should be pretty easy because Banana Man was a login free character. But a lot of the rifts have like specific characters that you need to play in order to complete them. And if you haven't bought those characters, you can't like 100% those rifts. That's kind of like a sad thing. I really wish they would change that. Daily gem rewards now appear on a rift of each atonement each day. Okay, added a new button to auto equip gems. That's good. I kind of hated changing gems every single rift. Added a new button to retry a rift. Okay, that's also really good. Hated having to go back through the process. Added a new button to leave rift matches when in single player mode. Okay, defeated boss requirements have been lowered to unlock Matrix Code Superman, Matrix Code Bugs Bunny, and Matrix Code Jake variants. That's good. Rift balance updates. Area of effect attack damage has been reduced on higher difficulties. Reflect damage has been reduced on higher difficulties. Armature knockback reduced. Okay, kind of help you get through those higher level rifts. Account system. Badges now show stats on accounts cosmetic streams. Account mastery, character mastery, and leaderboards now show progress for all matches in a set and post-match summary. Fixed an issue where incomplete matches would display as losses. Ooh, that's good. Input preferences will reintroduce some input preferences that were popular in the beta. Let's see, added this patch, they're adding customizable input buffering. That's good. A lot of people were complaining about the input buffering timing. They wanted a little bit more time. Customizable control stick, input dead zones. That's good. Swap side and neutral air attacks on the ground. That's also really good. Toggle options to use attack inputs to pick up items. Fast fall method input settings to tap or hold down for fast fall. Okay, that's really, really good. I think I'll prefer tap. Tap kind of like gives me reminiscent feels of Smash, so I would definitely prefer to tap down so I can fast fall instead of holding down. Customizable neutral dodge input. That basically means you can set neutral dodge to a button. Instead of just pressing dodge neutrally, you can actually have a neutral dodge button. Combat changes. Upon hit stun ending, fighters now incur a 6-frame lockout on neutral dodge action. This will make it more difficult to parry attacks in the middle of a combo. Directional dodges are unaffected. Okay, from what I heard, people were just kind of like spamming parry instead of spamming dodge. So it seems like parry has a later activation window when in the middle of hit stun. A lot of people were complaining about how some people would just kind of like mash out parry instead of mashing dodge. They would just mash parry all the time. Excessively long combo strings now apply a vacuum attack hit stun decay penalty. This should allow players to more easily escape previously inescapable infinite team combos such as the Superman rapid jabs. I've seen that. You just kind of like get stuck between two Supermans as they rapid jab you. Attacks that incapacitate fighters now apply a temporary incapacitate resistant buff to the incapacitated fighters. This is for those command grab kind of like those command grab setups, mainly for Jake and mainly for Taz. So hopefully this will stop you from getting like command grab to death. Side attack combo input buffers have been standardized for all fighters. It should now be easier to buffer a different attack during a jab combo without accidentally getting the rest of the jab combo. General bug fixes. Fixed an issue where fighters that took fire or shock damage on the same frame they were hit by an attack would cause the attack to be ignored. Fixed an issue where fighters could respawn without spawning invulnerability. General perks fixed an issue where all team perks were always given their stacked effect. That's funny. Protective momentum. Projectile shield now breaks after blocking one normal or heavy projectile. That's good. Buff for projectile characters. One of the new maps they're adding is the Court 2 variant. I think that's the if you played the Rifts, I think that's the variant of the court where it's daytime. It doesn't have the walls, like the walls that you bounce off of, and on the side the like floor is broken so you can fall down to the bottom. So it's more of like a competitive stage. Chromalons, the 2v2 variant. Chromalons is the Rick and Morty stage with the giant speakers. Main stage and side speakers with increase. Oh, so they increased the stage. Blast zone size increase, also increase the blast zone. You do kind of die pretty early off the top of the screen on that stage. And the 1v1 variant, the main stage width has also been increased. That's really good. I always felt like that stage was a little bit small in 1v1s. Blast bot size also increased. Okay, so these are the changes to the stages that I was saying. Dexter's Laboratory 1. Scroll speed reduced, reverse scroll button cooldown increased to 15 seconds from 1 second. Possible generated layouts updated. Throne room, the 2v2 variant, increased upper limit 300 units, which is understandable. Throne room, you just kind of like die really early off the ceiling, like crazy early. That was a crazy counterpick stage. Townsville, Mojo Jojo increased interval between attacks. Don't tell me they nerfed Mojo. He was the best character in the game. Man, not the Mojo nurse. Pouring out for my man Mojo Jojo. But Mojo Jojo increased interval between attacks, which is understandable. A lot of people were annoyed with how frequent he would attack. Bombs and laser knockback reduced. That's also understandable. Hopefully the laser won't be killing people at like 20. Mojo Jojo takes more damage before attacks are interrupted. Okay, understandable. Tree Fort bounce pad should reliably bounce fighters and prevent them from fully landing on the platform. That's understandable. A lot of people were, if you throw like an attack an inch off the bounce pad, you will basically kind of like land and you will be able to throw attacks off the bounce pad. And if anybody tried to hit you, they will bounce off the bounce pad. It was a really annoying strategy. This is the new court stage. This is the daytime court stage. As you can see, like, it doesn't have the walls, and you well, the walls that you bounce off of, and you can like kind of be rung out in the bottom. Characters. This is what everybody's been waiting on. Attack callouts, reference default controls. Okay. Aria, ground dash attack, updated knockback to hit more consistently near the ledge, which is understandable. I've been fighting a lot of Arias since you've been seeing a lot of Aria videos, especially with the platform spawning in midair. But one of the things is like I've noticed it a lot. I'm glad it happens because I don't play her. But when she dash attacks someone near the ledge of the stage, you just kind of like fall out and you don't take that final hit, which is cool with me because Aria's dash attack is really strong. Like, that dash attack is crazy strong. It hits extremely hard. But it seems like they've made it more consistent on the edge. Air/ground neutral special, which I believe is the face steal, fixed an issue where Aria would float into space after attempting a face steal. Okay, haven't seen that issue, but that sounds hilarious. Banana guard. Air neutral attack. On hit branch window 5 frames earlier. Wait a minute, they giving banana guard a combo in neutral air? That might go kind of crazy. Some banana guard like neutral air downer, or maybe like neutral air chains. Wait a minute, banana guard neutral air might go crazy. Air side attack. Look like we're seeing some nerfs, which is understandable. His side air is like ridiculously strong. Damage reduced to 11 from 12, understandable. And on whiff branch window delayed 4 frames. Basically means that it has more ending lag on whiff, which is also very understandable. Banana guards will just kind of like throw this move out in space with it, and it hit really hard. Air ground neutral special. Strength buff is now consumed after a successful attack to an enemy. Understandable. Ground down special. What is this ground down special? I feel like the only thing I see is like side special and up special. What is banana guard's ground down special? On hit branch window can now be canceled 26 frames earlier? What is this ground special? I've seen his down attack, which is like he pokes down. Oh, ground special is him crying. Okay, yeah, ground special is him crying. So can he get cry combos now? Are we gonna see some like jab into cry combos? That'll be kind of crazy. On with branch window delayed 4 frames. But they also gave it more ending lag, so you can't just throw it out. Batman. Ground dash attack. On with branch window delayed 8 frames. Adding more ending frames to that dash attack, I am 100% okay with it because I hate Batman's dash attack, man. It's so good. I hate that dash attack. It's really good. Gets kills, goes under projectiles, goes really far, gives them combo. Nah, I hate that dash attack. Air ground neutral special, which I believe is the batarang, fixed an issue where bat bomb could be applied to 2 enemies simultaneously if hit on the same frame. Okay. Air down special, which I believe is the dive kick, leg hurt bot size increased. Okay, understandable. I'm actually surprised he hasn't gotten more nerfs. He'll probably be getting more nerfs in the next patch. I definitely feel like we're going to see a rise in Batman as the other top tiers start getting nerfed, because Batman is absolutely crazy. I tried him in training mode. That character got some crazy stuff. Black Adam. Oh, please don't tell me no Black Adam nerfs. I literally just bought Black Adam to make a guide. Ground up attack. Lightning strike projectile now applies a 4-second cooldown. No, that was like one of the best changes. So like, if you didn't know, in the beta, whenever Black Adam used his up attack, the lightning bolt would strike down and it would give him like an electric buff, but his lightning bolt would go on like a 4-second cooldown. So you couldn't really like use it multiple times in combos, but I guess they thought that was too strong and decided to like revert it back to what it was in the beta. Now it has a 4-second cooldown. That definitely sucks, because I know you might be saying 4 seconds isn't a long time, but in the middle of a match, 4 seconds is a really long time. Ground down attack. Knockback increased to 2300 from 2200. Okay, might see more kills with ground down attack. On hit dodge branch window delayed 5 frames, so you might see more kills but less combo potential on hit. Okay. Air up attack. Final hit base knockback reduced to 1500 from 1750, which is understandable. I don't really mind the air up attack knockback reduced, because it doesn't kill as early as it did in the beta. It feels like the knockback got reduced from the beta. you would get a lot of kills with up air in the beta. Now you just kind of like get a lot of kills with forward air. Now, it doesn't look like they did anything to forward air. On the whiff, branch window delayed 5 frames, which is also understandable because you're usually using this move at the top of the screen. Air neutral attack visuals now better match hitbox size, which is understandable because I just kind of like felt like I got hit by Black Adam's neutral attack from like crazy like positions. Really upset about this ground up attack nerf. Really upset about it. But I don't think it'll be too detrimental. I don't think so. Everything else seems pretty understandable. You don't really use ground down attack that much unless you're doing it out of jab. Air up attack, you don't really get kills with air up attack, so having less knockback might put you in better positions for like forward airs. And they did nerf air neutral attack, which I think is like one of his main crazy moves right now. So like as long as he still got like air neutral attack, I think he'll be good. Bugs Bunny, this is kind of like one of the ones everybody's been waiting on. Bugs Bunny is living up to his identity as a strong mage a little bit too well right now. We're hoping to reduce the time that his safe can remain on screen by making it a bit more fragile, and we're looking to tone down some of the more toxic loops that come from his air neutral attack, which if you didn't know is the spinny spin. Air neutral attack, repeat move lockout increased to 18 frames from 8 frames. Sheesh, that's crazy. So I don't think you'll be seeing any more nair loops. On hit jump branch window delayed 4 frames. Oh man, that 4 frame delay might also stop him from getting down air. So it might seem like he'll only be getting like nair into up air combos. Because his down air isn't the fastest. Let's see, attacking a safe will now only knock back the safe on the last hit of the attack. That's really good. That's a really big change. I've seen, like, if you notice, like, people drop safe and they'll jab the safe, and since Bugs Bunny's jab is like a forward hitting hitbox and a backwards hitting hitbox, the safe will kind of like move forward and backwards in front of Bugs before it gets launched. So I think that's pretty good. We're keeping an eye on this change and may adjust the hot fits if this makes neutral air attack plus safe interactions too difficult. Okay, air up attack. Oh man, I just thought they would hit the neutral there. Hitbox active duration reduced 2 frames, so it's active less frames. Okay. Air ground and down attack, which is the pie projectile hurt bot size increased to match hitbox size. Okay. Air down attack no pie. More aerial momentum is maintained at attack startup. Okay. Air ground neutral special, which is the safe. Enemy attacks only do 1 damage to safe. Armor break hits still immediately destroy the safe. Safe health reduced to 3 HP from 16 HP. Okay, so now universally it will always take 3 hits to break safe. Okay. So you might not have to get armor break so you could like dash attack the safe to deal with it. It seems like safe will be a lot more easy to deal with. Air ground and neutral special cooldown, which I believe is the rocket. On hit branch window delayed 5 frames, understandable. Knockback angle made more horizontal so you don't get kills off the top of the screen as easy, understandable. Air up special, which is the helicopter, lowered platform height of vertical. No, up special is the rocket. So what is neutral special? Is neutral special the helicopter? That would make sense. Knockback angle more horizontal. Okay, that would make more sense if neutral special is the helicopter, because I have seen a lot of like helicopters into like up air combos. Air up special, lowered platform height of vertical rocket to address issues where platform collision will push enemies away from the hitbox. Okay, air ground down special, address several issues with tunnels where fighters could be trapped indefinitely or teleported off screen without ringing out. Bugs will now attempt to reverse direction if his destination tunnel is destroyed while he is traveling between tunnels. Wait, you can destroy Bugs' tunnel? This is why you read patch notes, guys. I just learned something new. You can destroy Bugs' tunnel. I have to try that out. Now has a melee, let's see, lingering love perk. Now has a melee hitbox while projectile spawn is on cooldown. Okay. Fin. Oh, these fin buffs? Ground neutral attack. Knockback scaling to 15.5 from 14. Ground neutral attack. Is that the high five? They buffed the high five because I feel like the high five already did like a lot of damage. Ground up attack. Knockback scaling to 20.5 from 19.5. I wonder if that'll mess with any of his ground up attack combos. I mean, basically his ground up attack is like the uppercut that you see, like he'll do like uppercut into neutral into up B or uppercut into up B. So I wonder if that'll mess with his combos, the extra launch. I wonder if that'll mess up his combos. I mean, it'll give him a more potent kill move with it having more knockback. Ground down attack. Fixed an issue where this attack was not breaking armor on both hits. Okay. Garnet. Are these nerfs? They nerfed Garnet again? Oh no, Garnet. Air side attack. Now applies a repeat move lockout after ground side attack 1. Air lockout duration matches ground lockout duration of 16 frames. Okay, that's understandable because I have Garnet kind of has like loops where she can go like side attack 1 into instant air dash forward air 1 and just kind of like repeat side attack into side air, side attack, side air, side attack, side air, and like constantly do that. So it's understandable. Ground side attack 2 upwards. Hit stun reduced, but the knockback has been increased, and the hitbox startup time advanced 5 frames. So they buffed it, but also reduced the hit stun. Okay. Ground down attack, which is the charge. Arm branch window advanced 2 frames. Okay. Air ground down special, which is the dash. Placing the star will automatically adjust its position to prevent Garnet from ringing herself out on star dash marker perk. Gauntlets no longer spawn a star if the gauntlets were destroyed from leaving the arena. Okay. Understandable. The nerf is definitely understandable. Garnet was one of the characters that did still have the loops that they're trying to get rid of. Gizmo. Gizmo's balance has looked much better after his nerfs in the 1.02 patch. We're hoping to address a few lingering issues with his arrow and card gameplay before we let the dust settle for a bit. Air, ground, and neutral attack, which I believe is the arrow. Fixed an issue where Gizmo would get multiple jumps in air while charging an arrow. Adjusted jump height during arrow charge to better match his normal jump heights. Did he jump higher while charging an arrow? Ground up attack, which I believe is the popcorn. Popcorn charge no longer affects arrow explosion damage and knockback. Ground side special, which is the car. Car speed reduced to 2,350 from 3,000. Whoa, that's a 700 point difference. Car health reduced to 5 HP from 8 HP. Oh, that's crazy. Car is now automatically destroyed if left idle for 6 seconds. Oof. Air side special. On whiff branch window delayed 8 frames. And the air sight special, I believe, is the umbrella. They're nerfing the umbrella again? Sheesh. Air and ground up special. Increased attach radius to 575 units from 250 units. Gizmo should have an easier time snapping to his car or his allies without needing to precisely aim the attack. Harley Quinn. Okay, I'm interested to see these. Harley's balance was mostly tackled at 1.02. We made some additional finer tuning based on feedback. We have adjusted ground up attack to feel more responsive and allow Harley to pressure her opponents with follow-ups. Okay, so they're giving her ground up attack follows back. That's what it sounds like. Both Harley's neutral special bat doll and Stripes down special dynamite have been adjusted so that the item timer begins to tick down immediately once equipped to make these items have windows of counterplay. Okay. Harley's ground up attack. Arm branch window advanced 6 frames, which basically means you can cancel out of it faster to get follow-ups. Ground down attack. Maximum movement from charge increased to 5%. Okay, so I think they're giving her back like the distance with her ground down attack, which is her slide. Air up attack. Okay, so they're giving her back her ground down attack to be a combo move, but they're nerfing the up air. On hit branch window delayed 5 frames. On whiff branch window delayed 5 frames. The knockback is also increased. Okay. Air, ground, and neutral special. Explosion timer now begins while the bat doll is in Harley's hands. Oh, that means she can't kind of hold on to it indefinitely. Cooldown timer now begins while the bat doll is in Harley's hands. Wow. That doll will only spawn an explosion hitbox if it explodes after being thrown by Harley. Okay. That doll is now considered an item while Harley has it equipped. Ooh. Throwing that doll no longer consumes an air special. Okay. Fixed an issue where Bat Doll would not attach to a fighter after colliding with certain projectiles or terrain. Fixed an issue where Bat Doll could be equipped while Harley had an available Bat Doll to detonate. So she would kind of get two Bat Dolls. That's kind of crazy. Air ground down special. Air and ground down special. Explosion now classified as a projectile hit, meaning it can proc projectile effects like that's flammable dock perk. And I believe her what is her down special is the Jack in the Box, right? I believe it's the Jack in the Box because her down is the punching glove. Iron Giant passive. Allies can no longer enter the pilot turret while Iron Giant is in a grabbed state. Okay. Fixed an issue where Iron Giant could still use rage mode attacks while polymorphed. Okay. Ground side attack. On with branch window delayed 6 frames. Understandable, so it'll be a lot easier to punish Iron Giant's jab. Air side attack. Hitbox size adjusted so it is less likely for Iron Giant to hit enemies behind him. Okay. Air neutral attack. On with branch window delayed 6 frames. So 6 frames of ending lag to the neutral attack. Which is the spinny legs, the Tatsumaki. Air and ground up special, which is the uppercut. Attack now transitions to final hit after successfully damaging an enemy. Upper body is now projectile intangible while Iron Giant is spinning. Fixed a bug that would allow this attack to hit 5 times on occasion instead of the intended max of 3 hits. That's nuts. Okay, Iron Giant still getting the nerfs. He's still not there yet. Jake. I heard Jake got a lot of buffs. Jake has been having a rough time since our official launch. With these changes, we're looking to make him feel more like an aerial bruiser and less like a bite spammer. General fixed an issue where Jake could not hold special inputs using the right stick. Okay. Ground neutral attack. Ground neutral attack. What is this ground neutral? Startup window before charge, reduce 6 frames. Startup window after charge, reduce 4 frames. What is this ground neutral attack? I just recently played Jake too. What is his ground neutral attack? Oh my gosh, I can't think of it. Nope, it's not coming to me. Air side attack. Hitbox size increased to better match. Oh no, are we getting side air Jake back? Hitbox active duration increased 3 frames. Oh no. Air neutral attack. Hitbox startup time advanced 2 frames. Understandable. I did feel like his neutral air was pretty slow when I played him. Air down attack. More aerial momentum is maintained on attack startup. Okay. Air up attack 1. Hitbox startup time advanced 3 frames. Okay, so up air coming out faster, which I think is crazy because Jake's up air is really, really strong. Ground, air, and neutral special, which is the bite, now applies to incapacitate resistant buff to, okay, so you basically can't constantly like bite enemies. Jason. Show me the Jason buffs, man. I've been waiting on these. Please. General. Machete hitboxes on several attacks now better match attack visuals. Yes, that was one of the things I didn't like when I was playing Jason. It just felt like his hitboxes didn't match the machete, like how far they didn't go as far as I felt like they should. Ground neutral attack, which is the overhead at swing. Hitbox startup time advanced 2 frames. Okay. Ground side attack 1. 1 frame. His jab is now 1 frame faster. Okay. Okay. I wonder how much of a difference that 1 frame is going to make. Ground up attack. Fixed the issue where the first hit would not properly vacuum into the second hit. I've had that happen to me a few times and I've also been killed for it. It definitely sucks. Air neutral attack. Okay, the underhanded sweep. Startup window reduced 3 frames. Okay. On with branch window delayed 5 frames though. Oh, so they added more end lag to it, but it starts up faster. I was hoping they would add less end lag on hit to kind of like turn his air neutral into like a comboing move. Air down attack, which is the down air. Obviously, air down attack. Hitbox startup time advanced 1 frames will now hit higher up on Jason. Oh my gosh. Hitbox added to Jason's head. Why would I feel like down air was like one of the moves they did not need the buffs. That move hits really hard. Ground down special, which is the sleeping bag, I believe. Remove sleeping bag's properties as a projectile attack. It should no longer interact with Marvin's bubble or Rick's portal, and fix the issue where Jason could grab certain boss enemies and rips. Okay. LeBron, please show me some LeBron buffs, man, because I feel like he is. Oh my god, this list. Okay. Ground dash attack. Hitbox startup time advanced 6 frames. Okay, so faster dash attack. No longer prevents terrain bounce or knockback. Okay. Ground dash attack with no ball. No longer prevents terrain bounce or knockback. Okay. Ground neutral attack, which is the shoulder charge. Hitbox startup after charge advanced 10 frames. Maximum charge time increased though. And required charge amount for armor increased to 4 frames. Okay. Ground side attack, which is his jab. Fixed an issue where dodge attack momentum was not properly conserved. Huh. Okay. Ground down attack, which is when he slaps the ground, it is 2 hits. First hit damage increased to 9 from 7. First hit knockback increased to 1825 from 1650. Second hit knockback increased to 1750 from 1650. First hit knockback scaling reduced to 16 from 14. Knockback made more vertical. Okay. Air neutral attack. Please tell me they buffed the neutral attack. Please. Air neutral attack. First hit more reliably combos into second hit. Repeat move lockout increased to 15 frames from 8 frames. No, why would they nerf that move? Come on, that move's so DI dependent. Like, yeah, you get crazy combos, but that's if your opponent sucks. Like, give him back his old like neutral air from the beta with comboed infinitely. Man, I missed that neutral air. Air side attack, which is the forward ball. Okay, hitbox startup advanced 4 frames. Knockback scaling increased to 19 from 15. Oh my god, is he going to be getting kills with cider now? Air slash ground side special, which is the ball toss, I believe. No, ball toss is neutral. Side special is the shoulder charge. Startup on hitting ground increased. Side special is the dunk. Startup on hitting ground increased 6 frames. Hitbox size increased. Okay. Air down special with no ball now allows ground movement while holding the special button. Max horizontal speed reduced. I'm not sure if these are the changes he needs. I mean, with everybody getting nerfed, he might not need like the easy neutral air combos with everybody getting nerfed, but I'll have to wait and see. I really feel like his neutral air should like combo more reliably. Marvin. Was not expecting any Marvin changes. Air, ground, and neutral attack, which is the bubble. Bubble projectiles now have a minimum additional lifetime of 5 seconds to prevent projectiles breaking immediately after being trapped. Okay, that's good. It did kind of feel like there was no point in reflecting certain projectiles, because like as soon as you reflect them, they would just kind of like disintegrate because they had already been out for like their specific time. Fixed an issue where the bubble would get unnecessarily large after trapping certain projectiles. Fixed an issue where certain projectiles would not be properly trapped. Ground side attack, which is his jab, projectile lifetime reduced to 2.75 seconds from 4.25 seconds. Just means the ball, his side special ball won't be out on stage as long. Air and ground down special. Fixed an issue where the flag would fall through the platform in which it was placed. Okay, so no real like Marvin nerfs, like no hard Marvin nerfs. Morty. General fixed his drive animation facing the wrong way. Okay. Ground side attack 3. Uncharged hitbox startup time reduced. Allows easier combos from side attack 2 into side attack 3. Okay. Air side attack 2. Hitbox activate. Hitbox active duration reduced to prevent Morty from hitting behind himself. So a side air nerf, understandable. Air and ground neutral special, which I believe is the grenades. Grenades are now properly blocked by projectile blocking effects. Okay. Ground side special. Splitting a grenade properly spawns 2 grenades moving in opposite directions. Thank you so much. I understood why they did it, but I'm glad they changed it back, because in the beta, when you would split the grenade with side special, it will pop 2 grenades in separate directions, like it's saying. But when they re-released it and you would hit it with side specials, you would hit the grenade with side special, it would spawn 2 grenades in the knockback direction that side special knocks them, which is back towards Morty. So you would split the grenade and pop both of the grenades back towards you. Let's see. On with branch window, delayed 10 frames on side special. Oof. Okay. Man, that might actually be a very, very big thing. I mean, people spam rock dodge like it was their life. That was a lot of, like, rock dodge is a lot of people's life. So having 10 frames of delay on whiff. Oof. Fixed an issue where the on hit branch window was not being acknowledged. Attack can now branch sooner on hit. Okay. I'm more than just a hammer perk. On whiff branch window delayed 15 frames and horizontal movement reduced. Understandable, a lot of people would just kind of like pick that perk and just kind of like go nuts with jab. Rain Doggy, are we seeing buffs after those undeserving nerfs? Ground air neutral attack. Uncharged damage increased to 4.5. Uncharged knockback increased to 1250 from 1200. Uncharged knockback scaling increased to 26 from 24. Air up special. Rain Dog now flies more horizontal when thrown sideways by an alley. Air and ground neutral special. No longer damages invulnerable enemies. Okay, I mean, I haven't played Rain Doggy yet. I felt like he needed some buffs because I felt like other characters were like really, really crazy. But with them nerfing down the other characters, Rain Dog might be in a good position. Rick, bit of a stickler Meeseeks signature perk returns. And the perk effect is Rick's Meeseeks deal extra damage to fighters that are already in hit stun. Ground side attack 1. Hitbox active duration reduced 1 frame, so his jab isn't as active as long. Air, ground, and side special address several issues with portals where fighters could be trapped indefinitely or teleported off screen without ringing out. Okay, Rick now takes priority traversing through portals if he attempts to spawn a second portal while another fighter is entering the first portal. Okay, Shaggy. Ground up attack, hit stun reduced. Ooh, that's a big one. I'm pretty sure by now everyone's seen the Shaggy clips of jab jab, reverse up tilt, or reverse ground up attack into like death. Ground down special. Sandwiches no longer collide with the bottom of fall through platforms. Air up special. Damage reduced to 9 from 10. Wait, they nerfed his up special? Oof. Damage reduced to 9 from 10. Ground up special is unchanged though. Knockback reduced to 1400 from 1500. The ground up special is unchanged though. So this is only going for the aerial up special, which is understandable because you would get jab, jab, reverse up tilt into aerial up special. Knockback made more horizontal. So they nerfed his aerial up special, which is one of his main kill moves and like ladder moves. Hangry Man perk. Charge duration while holding a sandwich extended. Okay. Steven's long range and low whiff recovery has made him feel incredibly oppressive in close fights. His low whiff recovery combos pair particularly well with his bubble shield passive, making it very difficult to punish Steven when he makes a mistake. These changes target his range and whiff recovery to bring him more in line with the rest of the cast. That sounds like nerfs. General fixed an issue where Steven's enemies could stack Rose debuff on themselves by hitting each other. Okay. Fixed an issue where dodge attack momentum was not properly conserved on grounded attacks. Okay, passive. Neutral dodge shield startup increased to 20 frames from 8 frames. This adds a vulnerable window after a neutral dodge before shield begins. Oof. Oh my gosh. Directional dodge shield startup increased to 10 frames from 4. Bubble shield ammo cooldown increased to 13 seconds from 15 seconds. Oh my gosh. Woof. Okay. Steven nerfs, man. Ground up attack. Charge knockback multiplier reduced. Hitbox size adjusted so that it's less likely for Steven to hit enemies behind him. Understandable. Air neutral attack. Did they hit the air neutral attack? Attack no longer classified as a projectile hit, meaning it can no longer proc projectile effects. That is a very big nerf. Like, Steven got crazy additional damage off the simple fact that his neutral air was considered a projectile. On with branch window, and it got more in lag. Oh man, they're kicking Steven in the ankles in this patch. Air down attack. Oh no, not the air down attack too. On whiff branch window, so he has 8 frames of delay, 8 frames of in lag after whiff. Hitbox startup delayed 1 frame, and repeat move lockout increased to 16 frames from 8. They are breaking my man's ankles. Air ground side special. Spawn shield no longer counts as solid ground for beginning up special cooldown. Oof, okay. Air ground up special. Now takes damage on fighter terrain bounce and will break after 3 bounces. Behavior matches side special shield. Okay, understand, because it kind of felt like up special would stay out forever, so I guess it did. Ground down special fixed the issue where the animation would not cancel if Steven became airborne during the attack. And air down special hitbox size reduced once Steven has landed on the ground. Man, it looks like they broke my man Steven's ankles. Okay, well, understandable. He was a really good character. Steven was a ridiculous character when you knew how to play him. Stripe. General fixed an issue where stripes hurt boxes would be misaligned during dodge animations. Okay. Air ground and down special. Air ground and down special. That's the dynamite, right? Now begins a 5-second explosion timer once equipped. Fixed an issue where dynamite would not visually appear in Stripe's hand if the equipped animation was interrupted. Okay, very surprised they didn't really nerf Stripe's gun. Stripe has some crazy confirms with gun, but I guess they don't really want to touch it because you do need to, like, it does take a higher level of skill to try and do like those gun setups. Superman. Flaming re-entry. Signature perks return. Okay, so Superman getting another signature perk. Superman's leap attack is stronger and it ignites enemies. The landing from the attack leaves a firewall on the ground. Okay. Ground up attack, which is the uppercut. Hit stun reduce. That's okay. It's not like he was really using that move to combo anyway. He was using that move to get kills. So as long as they don't hit the knockback on it, we're still good. As long as you can still hit someone with that move at like 100 and they die with poor DI, we're good. Been playing a lot of Superman, and I can't stand that character, but he's so much fun to play. Air ground and neutral special. No longer infuses projectiles with ice above 6 stacks. Okay. Air side special. Fix the issue where Superman would drop a fighter if the button was released too early. Fix the issue where grab fighters could get stuck to Superman if he grabbed the wall. Okay. Air up special on with branch window delayed 4 frames. Understandable. Air ground down special. The laser beams fix the issue where Superman would float away after attacking certain conditions. Okay. Break the ice perk fixed an issue where bonus damage was not being applied to frozen enemies. Okay. Taz. I wonder. That's a long list, but I'm seeing a lot of buffs. Taz. Ground dash attack. First hit more reliable combos than the second hit. Yeah, like we needed to buff that dash attack, right? That dash attack's crazy. Ground side attack 1. Fixed an issue preventing Taz from doing other actions than side attack after jab 1. So they didn't nerf his jab because Taz kind of gets the world from jab. Taz gets some crazy stuff from jab. Ground neutral attack. Damage from charge increase. Uncharged knockback increase. Okay, so I think this is to stop those ground neutral attack like chains from side attack. Uncharged knockback scaling increased. Okay. Hit stun reduced slightly. Oh yeah, so this is a nerf to those neutral attacks because you could go like jab jab neutral jab jab neutral jab jab neutral and just kind of like rinse and repeat that. It seems like they're trying to stop that. Knockback made more vertical. Oh yeah. On hit branch window delays. Oh yes, yeah. So they're definitely trying to stop that loop. Ground up attack. First hit prevents terrain bounce on a knockback. Final hit unchanged. Okay. Air neutral attack. Charge damage multiplier reduce maximum damage after both hits reduced to 19 from 29. That move used to do 29 when fully charged. That's crazy. That's crazy. I would never fully charge it, but that's a lot. Air side attack hitbox size increased by 20%. They did not need the buff. They didn't need the buff Taz at all, man. Air down attack, second hit damage increased to 8 from 4. Second hit knockback increased to 1250 from 440. Is this down air 2 hits? Second hit knockback scaling increased to 22 from 17. Ground and air neutral special. Ground and air neutral special, which is the bite, I believe, now applies to incapacitated buff, so you can't. It looks like they're taking away bite chains and fixing an issue where Taz could get stuck in an eat loop indefinitely until he was hit. Tom and Jerry, general. Jump 1 speed increase and jump 2 speed and height increase. That's actually a really, really big thing. Because it could go either 2 ways. Because Tom and Jerry kind of had a jump to where you could jump upwards out of hit stun and down air, and you would be up high enough to where down air would hit grounded opponents, but your grounded opponents couldn't reach you with that unless they did like a full hop or like a grounded move. So that could actually be like a really big thing, or it could be like a really good thing, or it could be a really bad thing. You might not be able to like jump out and down air opponents out of hit stun, but getting stat increases is always good. Like a character getting faster and getting a higher jump height, that's always good, especially in platform fighters. Passive fixed a visual arrow indicator meant to show Jerry's location when Jerry is off screen. Okay. Air and ground up special fixed the issue where Jerry cooldown would not start if Jerry died while attached to a rocket. Okay. The Joker, show me these nerfs, man. Kick him in the ankles. General, ground side dodge distance reduced by 10%. I did not think they would reduce his dodge distance. It's funny because like one of the big things I said about him was like his dodge distance and his jab are just absolutely crazy. I didn't think they would reduce dodge distance though. Ground side attack 1. Hitbox size adjusted so it is less likely for the Joker to hit enemies behind him. On with branch window delayed 4 frames. There's the jab nerf. Air ground neutral attack. Diamond card now properly comes to a stop after colliding with terrain. Okay. Air up attack now applies repeat move lockout for 8 frames. On whiff window 4 added 4 frames. Okay, so it doesn't look like I'll be spamming up crowbar as much. Air side special on hit branch window delayed 10 frames. Oof. Hitting the up air and the side special. Air slash ground up special, which is the balloon. Fixed an issue where riding balloon would immediately ring out the rider. Okay. Air down special, the pogo stick. Repeat move locked out increased to 15 frames from 8 frames. And Joker's wild perk knockback scaling reduced to 21 from 27. So it looked like they just kind of like took out a lot of his like easy chain, like easy combo routes, like side special, up air, side special, up air, into like spamming up air and things like that. So he'll still have like his advantage moments, but it just won't be as easy for him to stay in advantage. Velma. Oh, that's a really long list. I mean, a lot of people said Velma needed the buffs. These are the changes we were referring to after our Velma changes in the 1.2 patch. We hope to address some of the worst bugs impacting Velma players, and also gives us some strength in her zoning tools. General, fix the issue where Velma could get stuck to any fighter that grabbed Velma under certain conditions. Passive, fix the issue where evidence would stop randomly spawning on the map after Velma was run out. Ground side attack 1. On with branch window reduced 4 frames. Okay, so making jab 1 safer and making jab 2 safer. 4 frames safer. Ground up attack. Velma can now hold forward to slide forward doing attack startup. Okay, so Velma has a Dacus now. Okay. Air slash ground neutral attack. Velma can now aim the megaphone. Okay. Air ground neutral special. Branch windows now standardized for both air and ground versions. Hey, projectile hurt bot size increased to match hit bot size. Should address some issues with inconsistent projectiles. All speech bubble types no longer collide with platforms. Ground side special plus minimum charge run speed increase. Knockback reduced to 2300 from 2500, so that's a nerf. Knockback scaling increased to 9 from 0, so they buffed the scaling. Fixed an issue where Velma could run off screen if the ground was destroyed beneath her while running. Air side special now ignores player collisions during movement. Air up special now has a chance to spawn evidence. And ground down special, the mystery machine, fixed an issue where Velma could fall to her death if the ground was destroyed beneath her while summoning the mystery machine. Okay, Velma players eating real good. We might see some more Velma back in the meta. Wonder Woman. Oh, that's a long list, and I'm seeing a lot of nerfs. Wonder Woman has been feeling a little strong since the official launch. We want to keep her identity as the easy to pick up armor tank, but in the vein, we don't think she should be able to score ring outs easier than the rest of the cast. These changes should make her feel a little easier to play against while slightly toning down her KO power. Passive. Blocking a projectile will only charge Wonder Woman's passive if the projectile has an active hitbox. This will fix issues where Wonder Woman could gain a full passive charge from projectiles like Jerry or Bugs is safe. Okay. Ground up attack. On hit, branch window delayed 3 frames. Ooh, okay. Ground down attack. Additional damage from passive charge reduced. Oh my gosh. Additional knockback from passive charge reduced. Oh gosh. Self-applied armor now falls off after the hitbox ends. Ally armor unchanged. Air side attack. On with branch window delayed 2 frames. Okay. Damage reduced to 9 from 11. Okay. Knockback scaling reduced to 19 from 20.5. I feel like they could have went harder on these, man. That side attack still hits really. I can imagine it's still going to kill pretty early. Knockback increased to 1350 from 1250. Base knockback was increased to account for the lower knockback from the reduced damage. Okay, I guess they didn't want her having like cider chains. Air down attack, reduced duration visually in attack pose, branch windows and hitbox timing unchanged. Okay. Air and ground neutral special, fixed an issue where lasso could sometimes be reflected. Lasso is not reflectable. Okay. Ground sight special, which is the shield charge, the shield skills. Self-applied armor now falls off after the initial dash. Ally armor unchanged. Repeat move lockout increased to 18 frames from 8 frames. Fixed an issue where the self-imposed slow while holding the shield could be cleansed. Ooh. Ground up special, which is the upward shield skills. Hitbox startup delayed 2 frames. So they delayed the so this works in tandem with the ground up attack. So the ground up attack, the on hit branch window has 3 added frames, and then the air up special, the grounded up special has 2 frames of startup. So it's kind of like a 5 frame change altogether, because people Wonder Woman will go jab, will go side attack 1 2 into grounded up attack into grounded up special. So it's like a 5 frame delay there, so you might be able to get out of those combos. Air up special knockout angle made more diagonal. Ground up special knockback unchanged. Okay. Hitbox startup delayed 2 frames for air up special also. Updated movement after launch to prevent Wonder Woman from falling too quickly. Okay. Air and ground down special cooldown increased to 33 seconds from 28 seconds. I think down special is the armor. Shield of Athena perk fixed an issue where Wonder Woman could block ally projectiles. We hope that you are as excited as we are for the changes heading to Multiverses in 1.05 following the brief maintenance. Be sure to let us know your thoughts by joining our awesome community on our social channels. We'll be back with more updates soon. Stay tuned. Man. Really big patch. Wonder Woman changes, Joker changes. It seems like the person that got hit the most is Steven. Yeah, it kind of seems like the character that got hit the most is Steven. Hands in the air for the Velma buffs. We might start seeing Velmas. I mean, I'm not happy for it. She was really annoying in the beta, but she might be making a comeback. So we Velma buffs. I know the Velmas are trying to rise up. I think that about do it. Man, this is a pretty healthy patch. Steven and Joker, two of the characters I felt were really good. So yeah, so Steven and Joker nerfs. I wonder how that's going to change like their gameplay loops. I wonder if it's still kind of going to be the same thing. But that'll do it. Actually, very surprised we didn't see bigger LeBron buffs, but I think they probably think he's in a good spot right now. Especially with them bringing down the top tiers. Want to see bigger LeBron buffs. Sad about the Black Adam nerfs. And Agent Smith, July the 7th, right? It did say July 7th, right? And make sure it's set the 7th and not the 8th. July 8th, there we go. Agent Smith, July 8th. So gamers, you have until July 8th to finish those rifts so you can play Agent Smith day 1. And that'll do it for the mid-season multiverses update. Pretty long one because it was a lot of changes. This update had a lot of changes. Shows they've been paying attention to like the feedback and everything like that. So hopefully this kind of like shakes the meta up a little bit. Let those characters who don't really have the time to shine like shine a little bit more in 1v1 and 2v2s. And I hope you gamers enjoyed the video. And like I always say, if you like the video, leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye.